Okie dokie. I'm gonna try and figure out how to do this at the same time, but we are taking the ADHD test, and I am a bit on the tipsy side. And this is the same one that I guess Markiplier did. What are the signs of ADHD? Are you totally ADHD? Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder is somewhat difficult to diagnose. Why? Well, for one thing, symptoms are common problems that everyone faces. We are forgetful, distracted, restless, overwhelmed, and losing track of things now and again. So what makes ADHD a disorder? Let's find out. Or what are the signs? It's ongoing and impairing. When inattention, procrastination, overwhelm, and restlessness are constant, frustrating problems, yes, that undermine many areas of your life, it's a disorder. That sounds like me. Note, this quiz has been approved by 2 independent ADHD specialists. It will give you a sense of whether or not you have this mindset, but it will not replace a proper assessment by a doctor who understands ADHD. I have already been diagnosed with ADHD. I have lived with it for years. So, me taking this quiz, this quiz is not intended to give you definitive medical diagnosis. Let's see how accurate it is. There are 18 quick questions. The first 9 explore inattention and focus. Of course, life is rarely black or white. If what we are describing happens to you regularly, then select yes. Select no if it's hardly ever or not at all. Start quiz. Okay. For attention to detail, I often make small mistakes in my work. I skim read. I tend to rush things. I mess up dates, get numbers wrong, or fail to notice typos. I often overlook details in filling out forms or forget to add attachments to emails. I tend to make simple errors because I'm not paying attention. Because I've had ADHD so long, I have actually overcompensated in this area, and I actually take too long in this and making sure that I don't make these mistakes. And sometimes I still make these mistakes, everybody does, but 9 times out of 10 I don't make these mistakes. If I do, I catch them really fast and I don't know. So no. Next. I am easily distracted. I find it difficult to stick with longer tasks, even leisure activities. I may go off to do something else, or I tend to do several things at once. Yes. I struggle to follow through with complex tasks. Short deadlines work best for me. Yes. Poor listener. I am easily distracted during longer conversations. I tend to tune out. I may be looking right at someone, but I'm lost in thought. My mind often wanders. I often miss what's being said, so I have to ask people to repeat themselves. Sometimes I even lose track of what I'm saying and I go off on tangents, yes. Oh god. Oh god. Don't follow instructions. I prefer to jump right in rather than read through the instructions, guides, or recipes. I have to have a recipe. Recipes I have to have, depending on what I'm making. I don't have regular routines at work or home. I do, whenever I'm going to work, I have a regular routine, because if I don't, I will go insane. ADHD, regular routine equals happiness. Even though I still drive people nuts. I struggle with schedules or plans. Not really. I'm being obstinate. I know what to do. I just can't seem to do it. Yes. I have trouble organizing my work schedule, social life, and family obligations. I create long to-do work lists, then find them overwhelming. Planning a big project feels daunting. Whenever I plan a project that's big, I plan it in stages or steps. And I accomplish each step to complete a big project, so I don't get overwhelmed. That is one thing I have learned. So I don't get overwhelmed. I complete one stage of the project at a time instead of jumping in all at once, starting it all. I just do one step at a time. I do what I can and stop. I know. So planning a big project feels daunting. I procrastinate because I can't see where to start or figure out what I need. Oh God, yes. I avoid tasks that require sustained mental effort. I struggle to finish things that demand a lot of focus for a long period of time. Other times I get in the zone or in hyper focus. Oh God, yes. I avoid routines, tasks that feel momentous, repetitive, or boring. See, I can do those. I'm a receptionist, come on. When faced with the big important tasks, I will do a bunch of trivial chores. I hate paperwork. I'm a receptionist, this is what I do. Oh my God, yes. Often lose things I need. I often misplace things like my phone keys and TV remote. I just had it a minute. Yes, I misplace those all the time. I'm like, how can I lose those? Yes, I do that all the time. I often lose important paperwork. Oh, I have files because I misplace them so much. I'm sorry, I'm actually genuinely laughing at this because this is me. My home or workspace is cluttered, piles everywhere. Things have to be out where I can see them, otherwise I'll forget to do them. I cannot stand piles of things, but if I need to be reminded of it, like the reminder to do an appointment or to call somebody, it has to be out, and after I have done it, I throw it away or do what I need to do with it. I have whatever my mom called it, the OCD, ADHD, whatever. I can't stand piles, but it will stay where I can see it until it is taken care of or done. It might be weeks, but I'll let it nag at me until I do it. So, yes. Easily distracted. I'm easily distracted by conversation, noises, activities happening around me. Yes. God. I'm often lost in thought. My mind will be far away imagining interesting ideas, situations, or conversations. I'm pretty smart, but a bit absent-minded. Yes. Forgetful. I often lose track of what I'm supposed to be doing or what I've already done. I'll forget to pack something and have to go pack. I'm bad with names. I overpack. And I'm bad with names. Yes, a little bit. But, I mean, I forget appointments or promises. No, I don't forget appointments. Thank you, Siri. When I'm alone, I talk out loud to myself to stay on track. Yep. I have sticky notes everywhere. Yep. I've bought things and then realized I already own one. Yep. Oh, God. That's 9 inattention symptoms. You've finished part 1. Your total is 8 out of 9. A score of 5 or higher suggests inattention is a problem for you. While most people struggle with some of these symptoms, that doesn't mean they have ADHD. They could be stressed by major life events or any number of symptoms or medical issues, but your score suggests that a full assessment by a specialist who understands ADHD might be in order. 4 out of 5% of adults are struggling with focus, distraction, and attention. These challenges undermine their goals and good attentions in areas in their life despite all their best efforts. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh. Hopefully you don't fall. Okay. This is funny. Hello. You're falling. Let's give you a boost here. Now let's look at hyperactivity. 6 questions, and impulsivity. 3 questions. Problem areas for many adults with ADD. To see what else we can learn. You're still a little crooked there. Now remember, I have ADHD. I've had it all my life. I have dealt with these symptoms all of my life. And... You done? You done falling? This is really annoying. Okay, we good? Nope. Nope. Okay. Let's try this now. These are being uploaded in parts because if I uploaded them together, it would be about 30 minutes long. So click wherever for part 2 because it's going to be uploaded right after this. So